So let's say someone threw something at you between stores. You have to go to one store to do some shopping for supplies, whatever that may be. You're into crafts or anything. Then you have to go to a hardware store or something similar, maybe a shipping agency or something. I don't know. So in between, you're interrupted, maybe because something got thrown at you that had to do with a similar situation of your shopping, or it was an interruption in a civil manner. Like, I don't know, that object or whatever, if it was thrown at you between your shopping experience, would throw maybe your day off and whoever else's you're interacting with pertaining to your shopping or the people you're shopping from. As you know me, I make toys and also dabble with music as I can. Although I do it to an extreme, I just have my drafting I focus on too. So there's some people I have met, others is just, you know, whatever you're interrupted with and whatnot. Things get interrupted because you have to do something that pertains to your line of work, or you're helping someone else's line of work, whether you're a teacher, student, employee. So if you work with plants or anything to do with nature or survival, may it be food or a habitat, the rock and stick, you know, when it comes to plants and farming, the rock will make a grave. A stick is utensil for maintaining your health and not being, you know, not pretty much not being a dumbass in what you do, because, you know, you're supposed to be taught right in life, you know, through school and whatnot until you get older, so you can do great things. Any of you that may follow along, some things are very rare and ancient. There's things that I enjoy doing, and when you got to make something great and lasting, especially in science, deliberate things are a need. It's just a part. Say something was thrown at you in between your daily routine. Now, what I can do with certain toys is create a sustainable habitat with natural things, you know, the building blocks of life that, well, rock becomes a compound, but it's the core root nature in a sustain in a deliberate evil to say an industrial toy or a project, okay? And then now I'm going to use the next rock to make it's not necessary to have more than one, but it's just for the purpose of the video. So you interacted and you have no choice to interact with whoever or whatever, and life and death is given. So, and especially when it comes to the rock and stick, you're either going to go ashes to ashes by fire or dirt, and water just becomes dirt anyhow. But so I'll focus this on a practice subject, and for the purpose of creating a sustainable project or toy or whatnot. And this will be a deliberate thing. Let's say I witnessed this object being thrown at a person, and I wanted to be deliberate about it, but I also do certain types of work in the focus of science, and so I'm just going to increase the awkwardness to the situation. Okay? Now, if you or focus in life, well, I'll have to consider what I do a toy no matter what I'm doing. So for the purpose of the video, I had this next rock, and that's just a purpose of holding sustainment to the deliberate here. For the project, it's an observation of being able to do this because it has a call for being able to do so. Now, if you notice, one thing is through, and even though I had to increase the awkwardness to this practice, scenario, this here is the sustainment. Will put you in the ground just as it will give birth to the next person. And I don't have a stick in this situation because it's no need. Please keep safety in mind, and whatever you may do. My core in having this project and my with these specific things when it comes to rocks and sticks, because I have a love for geology and archaeology, especially the archaeology that involves trapped life, such as sap rocks or anything like that, which is very, very unique in anything I've ever shared. Say a test subject from earlier, and before I came here to give this demonstration, and I can make things active because it's pretty much just like you have to position things in different environments for them to function and grow or whatever. A perimeter, or excuse me, I don't use perimeter, but it's an observational habitat that is balanced together as a community to observe a sustained situation in the creation of science, being involved, to create a purpose. Now, a sustainable future, or outcome, purpose into the situation. So I've created a deliberate some things can involve mass numbers of subjects, whether it be life or objects, in such a situation of witnessing this scenario. But if you're in the right field and you have any matter to witnessing such a situation, what your goals are. May you do those well. And so now this rock here that I just finished with is the new resolution to this lesson, this scenario here. And it's a usable habitat. Like I said, rocks is the life to death to any living thing, and you're supposed to learn, growing, in a real world scenario where this will be used to create an interactive habitat, with trade and exchange and everything. It might be to do with someone in this situation having a job with stationary or whatnot, but this will in this situation, I could give this to any of those individuals, and they could learn from that and enhance what they would want to do about such a situation. Or I can give this directly to that person, being that it was for it would have a play in the part of the experience of your daily routine here, or that this person, this test subject's daily routine. Or it can be given elsewhere to have an effect on the same situation, or to affect something else elsewhere to have a better outcome. Civilization. So I made something very core. We have to live by this. This is pretty much making life. You could give this to a person affected in such a situation, being that this would be the actual math later or in the situation, and may they make use of it to counteract, But these are industrial toys.